Welcome to the Carousel of Happiness Podcast. I'm your host, Allie Wagner. On our last episode, I answered some of your Wonderbox questions, like, why is the fish so small? And how fast is the cheetah? You also learned some fun carousel facts, like how many riders we see each day and how the music in the carousel works. And, as always on this podcast, we learned about what the fish and cheetah can teach us about how to accomplish our goals with ease and grace. On today's episode, we're beginning our mayoral election coverage for 2025. But wait, before you turn off this show, please don't. We are not talking about your average human election. This is a different kind of election. This is a Carousel of Happiness election. An election of joy, an election of love, an election of peace. For the next 7 weeks, you will be inundated with warm, fuzzy, uplifting stories, adorable animals, and lots of puns. Together, we will join together to strengthen our love and compassion muscles, all while raising money for the carousel in the process. There will be opportunities each week for you to show your love and spread carousel love and joy throughout your community. Whether you choose to participate or not, this is an opportunity for you to join us in inspiring happiness, well-being, and service to others through stories and experiences. What am I talking about? What does this all mean? That is what today's episode is all about. I'll tell you the origin story of the mayoral election, what you can expect on this podcast for the next 7 weeks, and we'll hear from each of this year's candidates. Let us begin, dear listener, with today's story. Once upon a time, long ago, way back in 2021, the animals of the carousel had a secret late-night meeting at the Carousel of Happiness. Called by the wise Calico and her great aunt, the cheetah, the clandestine meeting was held in the early morning hours of March 4th, 2021, without the knowledge of the carousel's human staff. Not even Scott Harrison was told about this confidential Congress. And even now, we know very little about what happened that night. But according to eyewitnesses driving on Highway 119 around 3 o'clock that morning, the carousel lit up the night sky with this radiant white light, and the animals were seen spinning and dancing and laughing. And the next morning, Executive Director Melody Baumhover arrived to the carousel to find a letter taped to her office door. It read, "Dear Melody and human supporters of the carousel, we, the undersigned animals of the Carousel of Happiness, wish to preserve the energy and legacy of this carousel for generations to come. And while we love our human representatives so very much, we recognize that you are, in fact, human. Sometimes you fight, sometimes you hate, sometimes you say things you regret. And that's okay. The carousel is here for you and all of your humanness. If you're having a bad day, come on in. The dolphin specializes in curing bad days. If you're grumpy, bring it on. Rooster and Rabbit have a collective 30 years of experience working with grumpy riders. The truth is, wherever you are, whatever you feel, you are always welcome at the Carousel of Happiness. And we're able to welcome you with such open hearts because as animals, we're different from human beings. We don't hold grudges like you do. With the exception of the elephant, most of our memories are pretty short. We don't care what happened yesterday, and we're not worried about tomorrow. We as animals know unconditional love. We know fun is in the present moment. And as such, we'd like to petition to have our own representative, someone to be our voice in carousel matters. Plus, we think an animal in the management team will help preserve the Carousel of Happiness for human generations to come. Our proposal is this. Every 2 years, we will elect a mayor of the carousel. The mayor will be responsible for representing the animals of the carousel and for preserving the carousel's mission of inspiring happiness, well-being, and service to others through stories and experiences. Human beings can and should vote. Voting opens March 13th and will run until our annual Memorial Day celebration in May. While humans are encouraged to participate, you must remember this is a special kind of election, not a human election. We will celebrate joy, love, and there will be puns. These are our terms. Sincerely, animals of the Carousel of Happiness. So Melody brought this note to the Carousel board meeting, and the board voted unanimously to the animals' terms. So in May 2021, Moose became the first mayor of the Carousel. He was followed by his friend and campaign manager, the Giraffe, who has been sticking his neck out for the menagerie since 2023. I know, I speak for all of us when I say we all benefited from his higher perspective over the last 2 years. But all good things must come to an end, even if the giraffe's neck does not. And we're ready for a change at the carousel. 3 brave animals have announced their candidacies: dragon, lion, and pig. And you will hear about their platforms on this podcast first. But if you are new to anthropomorphic fairy tale elections set in carousels, I've got some information for you. This is not your average human election. The animals insisted that the carousel election cycle be an opportunity for humans to exercise their love and compassion muscles. There will be no debates. There will be no division. Over the next 7 weeks, you can expect warm-hearted, fuzzy stories and lots of puns. There will also be opportunities to show your love for the carousel. You'll be able to do that by voting for mayor, encouraging others to vote for mayor, buying a block of votes for mayor, or by playing the energetic games I give you each week. Whether you choose to donate or not, whether you're local to Nederland or not, I invite you for the next 7 weeks to join us in celebrating the carousel. Why? Because spreading good vibes is fun, because it feels good, and also because it starts to get the celebratory juices flowing in preparation for our 15th anniversary in May. For 15 years, the carousel has been spinning its magic all over the world, and for the next 7 weeks, we will celebrate that together. Remember the Loverator from episode 8, the whirligig designed by Guy Pfeiffer that sits atop the carousel and spins love and joy and peace throughout the world? Well, this election is a massive human whirligig. We are going to take the energy and spirit of the carousel and spread it as far and wide as we can together. And yes, this is a fundraiser for the carousel. But what is money? Money is a form of energy. You can call this election an energy generator for the carousel. Some of you might choose to contribute with money in energetic form. Some of you might contribute through these energetic games. Some of you might choose to vote. Human votes in the mayoral race are $1 apiece. You can vote as many times as you wish, and all donations collected between now and May 26th go directly back into the carousel itself. If you'd like to vote this election cycle, you can come into the carousel and choose your candidate. You can also vote on our website. Each dollar you donate grants you one voting sticker. In-person voters will then put their sticker on the poster of the candidate of their choice, in this case, dragon, lion, or pig. Online voters will have their stickers applied by proxy by carousel staff, but don't worry, all election results will be tallied by an objective third party and also a calculator. Some of you might choose to generate energy for the carousel by encouraging others to vote. If you're able to recruit 10 other people to vote for mayor, you will get a free ride on the carousel. If you're able to recruit 25 people to vote for mayor, you will get a free t-shirt from our gift shop. Some of you might choose to show your love for the carousel by buying a block of votes. These super fans, instead of super PACs, of course, will receive a 15th anniversary t-shirt for free if you buy 100 votes, or you can get a free Carousel of Happiness sweatshirt if you buy $250 worth of votes for the candidate of your choice. Now, we recognize there are some of you who absolutely love the carousel but don't have any cash right now. That's okay. Each week, I'm going to give you some energetic games to play. These little love assignments you can do each week to express your support for and spread the energy of the carousel in your local community. However you'd like to participate, we'd love to have you join this carousel election season. I'll have more details as we go along, but first, I'd like to introduce you to this year's candidates. Dragon, or Dragon Boat as he is known, has a very important role in the carousel. For many of our youngest visitors, the dragon is their very first ride. Kids and parents love him. He envelops them with his strong, sturdy sides. He is consistent. He is constant. There is no up and down for the dragon, and while he might be a boat, he is not known to rock the boat. And while some might confuse that consistency with being boring, what many of you don't know is that dragon is one of our silliest animals. Have you seen his face? I mean, come on, those ears? While the work of the dragon, protecting our littlest visitors, is serious, dragon is not. He is one of our most light-hearted creatures and quite the prankster. Do you know why zebra stripes aren't all black? Dragon switched the paint on Scott. Or at least that's what he claims. True story, I think. What I personally love about Dragon is how he loves through service, consistency, and a little bit of fire. I hope that you consider Dragon for your vote, but don't just take my word for it. Let's hear what the candidate himself has to say. I'm now going to read an official campaign statement from the committee to elect Dragon Boat as mayor. Ignite your passion. Vote for Dragon. While other dragons may be hungry for gold, I, being a dragon boat, am only hungry to serve others with a fun ride. And as mayor, I will use my talons and my talents to ensure that each creature who visits is touched by the magic of the carousel. I want to ignite the passions inside each of my constituents, ensuring our community members feel empowered to be change makers. When I was just an egg, I dreamed of the treasures I would protect as a dragon. My father and mother dragon raised me to see the beauty in the unseen and to pull magic out of everyday objects. They also taught me to use my strength and magic to protect those with less strength. And so I decided to be a boat dragon, one that makes sure that all of those who hop onto my back for a magical ride feel welcomed. When I was invited to join Scott's menagerie, I found my true purpose: to protect the magical treasure that energizes the Carousel of Happiness, the crystal near the motor that captures the joy of our riders and transmutes that energy into carousel rides. When you vote for Dragon, it is a vote to protect the magic of the carousel. As mayor, I will rely on my fiery breath to ward off any evildoers and use my instincts as a mythical treasure guardian to keep an eye on potential threats to happiness and well-being. I will work to magnify our impact and create more magic with the small treasures we do have by teaching my non-dragon friends the magic-creating secrets my dragon parents taught me. And when you vote for Dragon, it is a vote to unify the community and find common ground. As mayor, I won't buckle under the pressure because my armored scales have faced many heated discussions in the past. I have confidence that by utilizing our magical carousel treasures, we will all unify as creatures great and small. As mayor, I am committed to ensuring my fellow carousel creatures feel seen and heard, and I will be available for one-on-one boat rides throughout my term to ensure all members of our community have their needs met. Please vote for me, your friendly neighborhood dragon, as the mayor of the carousel. See? I told you. The dragon's a great guy. Next up, lion. What do I love about lion? I love how grand they are. I love how powerful they are. I love how they don't hide their strength, but they don't flaunt it either. I love how they stand proudly rather than lying around. See? I told you there would be puns. But what most people don't know about Lion is that they're a really good listener. Best in the whole menagerie. If you're having a problem and need someone to listen, Lion is the main man in town. I highly encourage you to vote for this positively sensitive leader and friend. The king of the jungle, the main attraction. Please pause what you're doing right now and put your hands together for Lion. I will now read a statement written and submitted to this podcast by the Lion. Why should you vote for the Lion? The answer is simple. Because it's a jungle out there. When I'm elected as the new mayor of the Carousel of Happiness, my primary responsibility will be to manage this wild jungle and to make sure everyone who visits has a roaring great time. Ever since I was a baby cub, I have loved nothing more than to see the impact this magical place has had on our human friends. It will be my passion to use my leadership skills to continue to bring smiles to the faces of all of our guests through our stories and experiences. To be the mayor of the Carousel of Happiness would be an honor of a lifetime, and as your mayor, I promise to lead with the courage of a lion. I will make the tough decisions that are necessary to ensure everyone who walks through our doors is moved in some special way. I am asking for your vote as I am the only candidate who will truly be the leader of this pack of loving creatures that's been brought together to tell the story of devotion by our Creator, Scott Harrison. Short but sweet. Thank you, Lion. Next up, Pig. What do I love about Pig? First, she flies. True story. I know other pigs don't fly, but she totally does. How is that for challenging social norms? This pig is a trendsetter. She's some pig. And have you seen her ears? Yes, I know I mentioned the dragon's ears earlier, but pigs are pretty good too. I think they actually help with the whole flight thing. Or maybe it's that big old tongue. Maybe she uses that as a rudder in flight. I'm not sure. But what I am sure of is that you will be snorting with laughter on her back. Pig has a great sense of humor, and I promise she won't bore you. Let's hear it for this year's nominee from the Porcine Party, Pig. Thank you, podcast host. As your carousel mayor, I commit to keeping this hamlet and its magical secrets safe. You can rely on me not to squeal. And yes, it is true I am capable of making loud noises, but I pinky swear to keep the carousel's secrets safe under my administration. In this ever-changing world, I recognize life changes rapidly. So while I do prefer pig pens, sometimes I know you need a pig pencil. And I promise to take my pig pencil with me, adapting to the challenges before us in these upcoming years. And I know policy can be boring, so I won't go into too many details. But just know, I might like to play in the mud, but I won't tolerate any hogwash during my administration. I will encourage all to live in harmony with others, never hogging the spotlight. And I will always oink out a compromise with others. What do you say? Don't go bacon my heart. Go hog wild and vote for Pig. And there you have it. Out of the mouth of Babe. What do you think of our little election, dear listener? What do you think of spending the next 7 weeks with me and silly animal puns? What do you think about using this election as an excuse to spread some good vibes? If you'd like to vote, voting begins next Thursday, March 13th. If you'd like to encourage others to vote, you can do that as well. If you'd like to send some monetary energy our way, you can absolutely donate a block of votes, either in person or on our website. But what about for those who want to participate in our little game, but don't have the money to spend right now? Here's where our little loverator comes into play. For those of you who are interested in spreading carousel love in your community, I'm going to give you one little energetic assignment each and every week for the next 7 weeks. This week, I want you to choose 3 people you love most. And on a sheet of paper or on your phone, I want you to list 3 things you love about them. And then I want you to give them this list. You can send it in an email, a text, you can pick up the phone, you can tell them right to their face, whatever. As an example, one of the 3 people I love most is my husband. And I love my husband because he's gentle and he's kind. I love my husband because he makes me laugh. I love my husband because in an ever-changing world, he is my constant. He is my rock. He is my soft place to land. And if I were playing this energetic assignment this week, I could write him a note and tell him those things. I could tell him over dinner, or I could broadcast it out on a podcast like I just did. Speaking of which, if you have a message you'd like to share with someone you love, shoot me a text or send me an email. I will read them on the podcast. Better yet, if you'd like to record your voice and send it to me, that would be great too. Because sometimes those who are closest to us are unaware of the impact they have on us. Sometimes we don't realize how important we are to others. Please use this silly little game as an excuse to go tell 3 someones that you love them and why you love them. In the meantime, take care. Be well. And as we like to say at the Carousel of Happiness, don't delay joy. And we'll see you next time around.
Beginnings and endings are only pretendings. I'll see you next time around. I'll see you next time.